Hello and happy Thursday, friends. It's snowing, and Goose is wearing a snowsuit. But I don't get to ramble today because today we're gonna show off how quick it actually is to implement Flip. And Emma from our team is going to join me today. She is an AE of ours based in New York City. So let's get into it. Hi, Emma.
Hey, Christina, how are you doing?
I'm good. I was looking at myself in the mirror this morning knowing I was going to talk to you and I was like, "Oh wow. Emma was with me when this got done, so I have to like look like the hair has to look that level of good even though it's faded a bit. She's almost blonde now.
The purple is still doing its job, though.
Still doing its thing. I really like this bit down here that just kind of coils around. Yeah, it's very
It
witchy.
goes well with the cave aesthetic you have going on today.
Yeah, I mean it's snowing. Um I wasn't ready for it, but here we are. It's snowing. Goose has a snowsuit. And because of that, today we are going to demo the process of setting up, what did we decide to call it?
Goose's sweet shop, because we want to support him in his entrepreneurial endeavors.
Yeah, yes. He's very entrepreneurial. I'm looking at him right now and he's sleeping, which I think, every once in a while he kind of moves his paws. I think that he's like rolling out dough for custom treats for his sweet shop
Yes.
in his dreams. Anyway, we're thinking about the future. The great news is that everything we're doing today can be done not in the future, but in the like right now because it's just fast. So I'm gonna let you drive. So I am Goose's Sweet Shop. I am their CX leader. Um, I want to know, like, it can't really be that easy to get Flip up and running, can it?
We can do it in just a couple of minutes. Goose's dreams can come to life.
Flip, yeah, let's see it.
Let's do it. I'm going to take you into the Flip portal. So, starting off here, let's Goose isn't a customer yet. Let's get him set up and create an account for him. I'm going to make myself his admin because I think that Goose could use some business support
Yeah,
as he goes through this whole process.
that's a fair assessment of Goose. Um, yeah, we shouldn't show this to the Flip bot because this is this is Flip pre get in their mouth. I don't think they're gonna like that. It's all right, Flip. We're gonna get you updated on this screen. Okay, so that was super simple. That took all of what, 30 seconds?
Super simple. All of 30 seconds. And what I am doing behind the scenes now is in our little behind the scenes portal that I unfortunately cannot show all of our friends, is grabbing the confirmed login information to get them started.
Okay.
So what you're seeing here is the first form to get you started with Flip. We're going to remind them that this is Goose's sweet shop. And another fun thing with Flip, since we're in the voice space, is we get to control the pronunciation.
Ooh.
Now, Goose's Sweet Shop is not inherently hard for AI to understand, so no big build there, but you can test out how it sounds and make sure that it resonates. All sounds good here. Now we're going to assume that Goose has his own website. And what's really fun is you actually have to tell the AI to pronounce the word dot when you're creating your own URL.
That's adorable.
Everything can be trained these days. And I'm going to make myself his email. And for all of you viewers, hit me up. Here's my email.
Nice. Yeah, let's just like overfill Emma's calendar. All she wants for Christmas.
Awesome availabilities.
Mhm.
Perfect. So what you're now looking at, Christina, is this is what a default sandbox is going to look like with Flip. So we have our analytics page, our configurations, your admin support. But really, where we get started and we quickly turn on all those integrations is in the configurations. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to do a little dream tech stack and get Goose set up with his Shopify, his Zendesk, and maybe even a recharge if he has some subscription pods in his customer base.
What other aside from like Zendesk as a help desk, what other help desks do we love to see?
In terms of help desk, we love them all. Do a lot with Gorgeous. We do a lot with Gladly. See a lot with Customer as well. I mean, we're pretty integrated with all these pieces. So Goose has a lot of fantastic options on the table to work with Flip.
Good. And when Goose gets started, what integrations would you say are best to start out with when you're first getting going on Flip?
Absolutely. So all we really need to get started is a phone number. Now, with that in mind, we also would love to have your OMS. So if you're on Shopify, like what you're seeing here, once we have those two pieces, the technology is really talking to one another, and we can pick up on who the customer is, their previous purchasing behavior, any of those custom Shopify tags. We're going to be aware of it, and we can start to automate based on those learnings.
Beautiful. That
So showing you here, we're already set up in Shopify. That has been a successful integration.
wow. That was super fast.
And take it a little bit quicker, coming into the help desk, like we were talking before. Gonna do Zendesk for Goose. Feel like that's really his, personality.
Zen.
Lots of decisions. Zen, very Zen boy.
Also me. I am also very Zen. Hmm.
Yes, for all the viewers who watch these product releases, we know Christina is very Zen,
Yeah, and Goose too. Yes. It's a Zen household.
very much so. So what you're seeing me do here, and I know this is all blurred out for you watching, but you are seeing us pull in all of the different credentials that allow us to create an API with your help desk. Each API for each Zendesk has their own kind of rules and pieces that you need to include. For Zendesk, what you're seeing here is we're understanding the username, password, URL, and then a little bearer token.
Nice.
So what we're going to do here is save. And once again, successful integration. So at this point, a couple minutes in, we already have Shopify and Zendesk talking with Flip, which means if somebody were to call into the number in this account, we're already going to be able to recognize them and have all that knowledge in the base.
That's incredible. Um, with that said, where do you typically like to start with like intent handling? Because, we have a wealth of intents and, I'd imagine some are better to get started with from the get-go.
Absolutely. In terms of turning on intent to get started, we like to say we start with the lower hanging fruit. So thinking about the e-commerce space, likely lots of calls looking for where is my order or Wizmo. You're looking at a lot of cancellations. You're looking at returns. You're looking at things that are a bit time sensitive. Hence why somebody would call into an e-commerce store, a retailer, or a brand. So let's go ahead and get started with some Wizmo. I'm coming into order fulfillment, looking to confirm that, and then understand where my delivery status is. Now, knowing how great Goose's team is on his call center side, they might even want a custom help desk tag within their Zendesk, so we can do that. And we always like to note that it is Flip who did the automation. We're going to call this Flip Wizmo, and we're going to resolve for anyone calling in to figure out where their order is. We are going to be able to understand that knowledge based on the Shopify and the help desk. And we're going to be able to present that information to the customer and maybe even send them a little SMS notification with a tracking link so they don't need to call again and they have that information in their pocket on their smartphone.
That's beautiful. And then they don't have to chase that information down because we don't
Absolutely.
like chasing our tail, not our tracking links, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty incredible. Um, so once this all of this initial set of stuff is set up, because this is I mean, we've done this in less than 10 minutes, I think, which is pretty incredible. And that was with gabbing a whole lot. It doesn't actually take this long. I imagine you probably like if I put a stopwatch in front of you, you could probably do it in what, like 2 minutes. Um, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, I would say 2 minutes.
yeah, so with an established brand that has a whole range of different policies related to different areas of things, including, Wizmo to refunds to exchanges to warranties. If someone gets set up with us and we've got the integrations going, about how long does it take? And I imagine our team does this, but how long does it take for all of their policies and procedures to be set up in here such that the call experience is exactly what a brand would want it to be?
Yeah, so big range there. And the defining factor of how long it's going to take is how fast does the company want to move. So we have some customers that come in and we're going to get, a CX leader on the phone. We're going to have one of their call reps on the phone to understand best practices. And we can set up an hour-long call and fly through over 200 configurations we have in this portal and just really make sure we're deeply understanding how you want things to go. With some other customers, we're going to chat with them and understand that lower hanging fruit that we were talking about earlier. And we're going to turn on a couple of those, come back in 48 hours on the phone, review the process and how it's been handled by their customers. How are they adopting it? How are they liking it? And really just scale from there at their comfort level.
Oh, that's great. Emma, that was so great. Thank you for taking me through the whole simple setup side of things. Um, I think you said we could sit down for an hour and go through all 200 intents and get everything set up. You know, that that seems pretty reasonable, and I imagine in some cases we could even do it quicker than that. But I'm thinking about as Goose's Sweet Shop, my calls are in a few days about to just skyrocket because Thanksgiving means Black Friday, Black Friday means Cyber Monday, and the whole holiday shopping season ahead. So, what would you say to someone like me who's feeling a tiny bit of hesitation with, starting something new like this right now?
One thing that we're doing currently for customers as they're looking to get started with Flip, but maybe they're a little hesitant before really getting started with the new technology, before the huge influx of calls, is we have a cool capability called listen mode. And what listen mode allows you to do is Flip is going to active or passively listen in on all of your calls. We're not going to change anything about how your business is being conducted and how your customers are communicating with your brand. But what we're going to do is allow our AI to take a little backseat. Doesn't require any integrations besides your phone. And what we're going to do is we're going to allow the AI to compile its own business report, deeply understanding who's calling, why are they calling, as well as how are your reps handling those calls. What you're going to get in that business report is not just all of that data, but we're going to also understand how much of that phone volume could Flip automate and where are the best places to get started. So it's a great time during this peak season when you're getting a big call volume and lots of tickets are being created to just allow Flip to gather that huge amount of data that you're already gathering for more granular insights.
Nice. And then, assuming we did that, could we, like say, I'm gonna look at my calendar here on, like Tuesday, November 26th. What if we decide we're ready to start this thing? Like, can we just turn it on?
Absolutely. So what you saw in that video is just how easy it is to turn on any configuration. And the best part is when I hit save after we went through each intent, it's live in the customer interactions on the phones.
Oh,
So whenever a customer is ready to turn on something new or get started, sorry to throw in a pun, but it's a flip of a switch.
wow. Well, I don't like to speak for Goose, but would say hell yeah, we're in. Or flip yeah. Flip yeah, we're in.
Flip,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Flip's biggest fan. Um, well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And yeah, any last words for the brands out there?
Yeah, thank you, Christina. And to all the brands out there, we're excited to help you all. And if we want to talk later, all I have to say is good luck in this peak season. And we're sending warm wishes from Flip. You all got this.
Oh, nice. And where can the e-com and retail kids reach you?
Find me in the comments below and find me anywhere on the Flip site. I am a bit loud online.
Yes, she is. And her email is emma@flipcx.com. Yay.
Hit
Okay.
me up.
Yay.
Thanks, Christina.
This is matcha number 3. Uh, I hope you enjoyed that. We went through it pretty quickly, but believe it or not, there are time limits on the number of or the amount of time that you can upload onto LinkedIn. So yeah, we kept it short and sweet and spicy and all of the good things. So I will see you next week. Hopefully it won't be so dark in here. It's feeling very like doomy, but it's cool. It's just snow. Um, I think I'm gonna build a snowman for Goose to destroy. So yeah, I hope you have wonderful weekends. You're all wonderful. Go if you can touch grass, go touch grass for me because mine's buried under snow and also frozen. Yeah. Bye.